How to know someone is gaslighting you. Have you ever started to doubt your memory because someone kept saying, "That never happened"? Let's think about this together. Gaslighting isn't just lying. It's psychological manipulation designed to make you question your reality. It's subtle, progressive, and often begins with people who seem caring. Today, let's go step by step to identify clear signs of gaslighting. Understand the psychology behind it and what practical steps you can take. If even one sign sounds familiar, stay to the end. This may protect your mental clarity and emotional health. Chapter 1. Where the term came from. Before we look at the signs, it helps to know the root of the word. The word gaslighting comes from a 1938 stage play called Gaslight. It tells the story of a husband who secretly dims the gaslights in his home and insists his wife is imagining it. His goal? To make her doubt herself so he can control her and gain her inheritance. It's the perfect metaphor, slowly making someone feel like they can't trust their own mind. Chapter 2. What gaslighting looks like in real life. Let's walk through the most common tactics one at a time and think about how they show up in everyday situations. First, lying and denial of facts you witnessed. They insist something never happened, even when you know it did. Example, "I never said that," even after sending it in a message. Second, discrediting or isolation. They tell you that other people think you're unreliable or too emotional. Why it works? It breaks your trust in outside support. Third, trivializing your feelings. They tell you to calm down or that you're overreacting. Why it works? It teaches you to question your emotional responses. Fourth, diverting or misdirection. You bring up a concern, and they immediately change the topic or attack something unrelated. Why it works? It pulls your attention away from the real issue. Fifth, shifting blame. Even when they cause the problem, the story instantly becomes your fault. Why it works? Repetition makes you start believing the story they prefer. Sixth, stereotyping to gain power. They use social, cultural, or gender-based stereotypes to suggest you're unstable. Why it works? It plays on vulnerabilities rooted in social power differences. Seventh, withholding or inconsistency. They may give affection, praise, or approval one day and remove it the next. Why it works? This unpredictable pattern activates your brain's reward system, making the relationship feel harder to leave. Chapter 3. 10 Clear Signs. The Gaslighting Checklist. Let's go through each sign one by one. Imagine short on-screen text as we do. 1. They deny what you witnessed. Example, you show proof, but they insist it never happened. 2. They minimize your feelings. Example, you're too sensitive. 3. They twist events and blame you. Example, you raise a concern. Somehow, you become the problem. 4. They tell others you're unstable. Example, they hint to friends that you're overly emotional. 5. They repeat small lies until they feel true. Example, they deny earlier lies as if you imagined them. 6. You apologize constantly. Example, you find yourself saying sorry without knowing what you did. 7. You doubt your memory often. Example, you think, maybe I misunderstood. 8. They isolate you from support. Example, your friends aren't good for you. 9. Their positive behavior is unpredictable. Example, one day kind, the next distant. 10. You feel anxious, smaller, or drained over time. Example, your confidence slowly weakens. If you recognize several of these together, not once, but repeatedly, that's a pattern, and gaslighting always shows up in patterns. Chapter 4. 3 ways to test whether it's gaslighting. Let's slow this part down because it's practical and safe. Step 1. Document. Keep brief, factual notes with dates and exact phrases. Template. Date, what was said, what you observed, any witness. Why it works. Writing protects your memory from confusion. Step 2. Bring up the topic with a neutral person nearby. A trusted friend or family member can help you notice inconsistencies. Why it works. Manipulation collapses when the audience changes. Step 3. Look for repetition, not isolated moments. Everyone miscommunicates sometimes. Gaslighting is different because it's persistent and always shifts power toward one person. Chapter 5. Why gaslighting works. Gaslighting usually happens slowly, at the start of a relationship, whether romantic, family, or even work. Trust is already present. Because changes are gradual, the person being gaslit doesn't notice the shift. Over time, memory becomes harder to trust. Decisions feel riskier. Self-confidence drops. Dependence increases. This combination makes someone easier to control. Emotional abuse grows strongest in environments where confusion builds quietly and steadily. Chapter 6. Immediate practical responses. If something feels off, here are 3 steps you can try safely. First, create a reality log. Short notes, screenshots, or voice memos help clarify what truly happened. Second, use calm, I statements. Example, I remember it differently. This is what I recall. Why it works. It keeps the conversation factual without escalating conflict. Third, limit or pause contact if safe. If confusion increases instead of clearing up, step back and observe. If you ever feel unsafe, contact local hotlines or professional services immediately. Chapter 7. What to do next. Gaslighting is not about a single moment. It's a repetitive pattern that gradually shifts power. If you recognize 3 or more signs in your own experience, take it seriously. If this breakdown helped you, like and subscribe to keep building your emotional defense toolkit, one truth-based video at a time.